Hi crypto peeps, hope you're doing well. Today's date is 23rd of February 2024 and welcome to the Future Forecasting Group's Crypto News Bites. This is bi-weekly now. In between the weeks that we're doing cryptos, we're doing paranormal type news. So we're swapping it out, integrating it, different ones each week on week. So with that, let's get straight to the news here. Okay, so just as an overview here today, Bitcoin is trading today at 51,223 so far, so it's down slightly. It reached dizzying heights of 52k a couple of days ago, but you know, it's not doing too badly out there at the moment. The ETFs are right there, they're doing their business, you know, they're building traction, and we're heading towards the Bitcoin halving in April, so we're going to see some big moves after that, so keep that in mind. We're holding steady there, and it could go either way, to be honest. I'm expecting a small downslide on this while people take a little bit of profits before the halving comes in April, but we shall see what happens in the real world. So with this, let's move to some paper-based news out there, shall we? Okay, so my first paper-based news here today is on AMB Crypto, and it's about Worldcoin. I don't like this one myself. I don't like what they're doing with the security on it, but lots of people seem to like it. And Worldcoin price jumps 183% in 7 days. So as short-term investments, if you're into those, this could be a big one. So biometrics-based cryptocurrency Worldcoin, also known as WLD, nearly tripled in value over the past week on the hype around OpenAI's ambitious text-to-video generation model, Sora. As of this writing, WLD was trading at an all-time high of at ATH of $7.48. The rally ended an extended downtrend during which the WLD plunged 47% for its previous high of $4.2. So here it is here. You can see how it was gone over the last few months of last year to where it is now. And look at that massive skyrocket. Wow. So anyone on into this right now made a big bunch of money on that one short term. So looking on more details here, the coin became a hot topic of discussion on social circles, and the number of mentions on top social media channels increased dramatically. Market participants began to view WLD with optimism as weighted sentiment rose above the negative region after a long time. You can see that reflected in the charts here. So linked with creators of disruptive AI projects, WLD has in some ways become the token representation of the broader AI market and its emerging trends. So the frenzy created by Sora soon started reflecting on the coin's market value. Now, this coin is co-founded by OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. Worldcoin is a cryptocurrency project that aims to become the world's largest identity and financial network. The onboarding process involves iris scans, which, as per the creator, confirms humanness and eliminates bots' involvement. In return, users get free WLD tokens. However, concerns about data privacy have inhibited the project's growth. Several countries have launched investigations into the project's biometrics data, with Kenya even suspending the token in its jurisdiction. It's not one that I personally like. I don't like anything there where it has to scan your iris to use the coin and all that kind of stuff. I find that very dodgy, big brother kind of technology. But on a short-term investment, hey, if you can make 183% in 7 days, then I would say go for anyone. But this isn't financial advice. This is just educational, just for fun. Moving on then. So here we are on CoinDesk, and my next paper-based piece of news here is Bitcoin ETF net inflows slow to a trickle as price flattens. The top 10 spot funds attracted only 500 Bitcoin on Wednesday. Inflows into the top 10 spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, dropped to a 2-week low on Wednesday, with the group attracting only around about a net 500 Bitcoin. That's pretty low. That's the least since February the 6th, when the fund saw roughly $100 million in outflows, and a stark drop from the inflows since then. In the 5 days ended February 16th, for instance, net inflows averaged about 7,000 Bitcoin a day, roughly $350 million worth. Wednesday's transactions were dominated by heavy outflows out of the Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust and BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Fund and Fidelity's Wise Origin Fund, which continue to be the dominant issuers, added just shy of a combination of 3,000 Bitcoin. Flows have been on a roller coaster in recent weeks, ranging from outflows of as much as 6,900 Bitcoin on January 24th to days like February 13th when inflows hit 12,400 Bitcoin. So a bit of an up and down market there at the moment. To be honest, it's very, very early days on that yet. We need to get this, 12, 18 months for it to develop. But, the ETFs generally are doing really well out there. They just need to be sold to the traders. They need to be sold to the people that, want to buy into Bitcoin without actually buying Bitcoin. And that takes some time, but it's going to get there. So with this, let's move on to my next paper-based news here. And this is on Decrypt. What the Bitcoin halving and Bitcoin ETFs mean for supply and demand. So if you don't really know what's going on out there, you're a bit of a newbie or you don't quite understand, read articles like this and they'll give you a really good general overview of what's happening right now and what's going to be happening over the next 18, 12 months. So this is really for, the person that doesn't really have an eye on this, and it's just a bit of an introduction. So the upcoming halving is designed to reduce the rate of new Bitcoin available on the market. It's just one of many reasons to be bullish, ETF issuers say. The resounding success of spot Bitcoin ETFs has been a boon for the price of Bitcoin, and its timing could not have been better. And why? The age-old principle of supply and demand. In April, Bitcoin will experience its next halving event, and this is an event that occurs programmatically on the Bitcoin blockchain. And this happens roughly every 4 years. And with this, Bitcoin rewards for miners, the individuals responsible for securing the Bitcoin network, will be cut in half. And this is a process or a way to keep inflation in check. Now, for the newly minted ETF issuers or already riding a surge in demand since approval, this can mean a boost for Bitcoin. Now, Matthew Hogan, the Chief Investment Officer for Bitwise, said this calls for a mix of supply and demand, and it forces a good recipe for higher prices. He goes on to say there, if this demand persists, you're going to see the investors who have held Bitcoin before the ETFs agree to sell it into the ETF complex. Now, Bitcoin ETFs are investment products that are bought and sold like stocks, which means investors in ETFs can gain exposure to Bitcoin without actually buying the digital asset on a currency exchange or holding it directly in a crypto wallet. Now, economic theory holds that prices go up when demand for product is higher than its supply. And to ward off inflation, Bitcoin is programmed to cap the number of coins available at 21 million. But the halving slows the rate at which new coins are then created. At a time of looming demand pressures, this makes a case for such higher Bitcoin prices. Exactly how much higher the price will go is uncertain, but issuers are already expecting that it will crack previous highs, including Bitcoin's last high price of around about $69,000. So interesting news there. That gives you a general overview. With all the news and all the stuff we're talking about today, check out the links below. We have the links to the full articles so you can read all this information in full. There's lots more there. I'm just reading news and news bites or tidbits out to you today. Okay, so let's move on. My next paper-based piece of news here today is on Cryptopolitan. The convergence of crypto and AI is a new horizon in technology. In a remarkable twist of fate, crypto and AI, or artificial intelligence, are drawing closer, signaling a potential revolution in both sectors. Despite historically being viewed as opposing forces, recent developments indicate a harmonious intersection that could redefine the landscape of digital innovation. OpenAI's recent unveiling of Sora, a cutting-edge text-to-video model, has captivated the world, showcasing and accelerating the pace OpenAI's recent unveiling of Sora, a cutting-edge text-to-video model has captivated the tech world, showcasing the accelerating pace of AI advancements. OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman's ambitious proposal to raise $7 trillion for chip design and manufacturing underscores a significant commitment to AI's future. This colossal figure, dwarfing the current total cryptocurrency market cap, has ignited discussions about the potential scale of crypto, AI, and its market. The ideological divide between cryptocurrency and AI has been debated amongst industry leaders. Cryptocurrency, with its roots in decentralization, contrasts with the centralization that AI systems typically thrive on. However, beneath these philosophical differences lies a common goal, which is accessibility. Cryptocurrency's decentralized finance or DeFi systems and AI's intelligent interfaces aim to democratize access to financial services and information. The challenges of inherent biases in AI, a byproduct of its centralized nature, is being addressed through innovative approaches that leverage cryptocurrency's incentivization mechanisms to foster a more decentralized AI landscape. Enterprises like BitSensor are at the forefront of merging crypto with AI, advocating for a decentralized model of AI development. By creating a blockchain-based network of machine intelligence, BitSensor aims to facilitate an ecosystem where AI models can communicate, share knowledge, and evaluate each other's contributions. Now, this synergy between crypto and AI presents a fertile ground for innovation, where the principles of decentralization could lead to a new era of AI development. The convergence of cryptocurrency and AI marks a pivotal moment in the evolution of technology. As the sector moves forward, blending these two powerful forces could unlock unprecedented opportunities for growth, innovation, and accessibility. Now, there's more on that if that one interests you. Personally, I love what AI is doing out there. If you haven't looked at AI, please do. It's amazing. It's changing the world, just like crypto is changing the world. So it's going to happen. These two are going to converge, and their convergence is going to be a great time for you to maybe getting on and make your life a little bit better with some investments. Moving on here to the next paper-based piece of news here, and this is my last one. This is on Cryptopolitan again. Bitcoin ETF trading volume skyrockets as VanEck HODL sees a surge. So trading volumes for VanEck HODL, a prominent Bitcoin exchange-traded fund, or an ETF, in the United States experienced an unprecedented surge on Tuesday, driven primarily by individual traders. The surge amounted to around about 2,200%, with over $400 million worth of HODL shares changing hands, significantly surpassing its daily average of around about $17 million. HODL's trading volumes on Tuesday positioned it as the third largest amongst the Bitcoin ETFs, trading behind Grayscale's GBTC and BlackRock's IEBIT, the perennial leaders in the space. And as of February 20th, data reveals that the ETF held nearly $200 million worth of Bitcoin. This surge in trading volume coincides with the broader trend of increasing interest in Bitcoin ETFs, reflecting growing investor confidence in the cryptocurrency market. More on that down below there if that one interests you as well. As I said, the kind of combination of the halving that's happening, Bitcoin doing really well, being out there for so many years, gaining ground and traction, and now the financial institutions on board with their ETF funds. It's going to be a bumper year for Bitcoin, and that means a bumper year for all cryptos, because when Bitcoin goes up, it drags everything else up as well. So keep an eye on what's happening out there. It's going to be a great year for us all. So with that, I'm going to move on to some video-based news here. As I've told you before, YouTube, TikTok, amazing resources for crypto information and research as well. You always do your research. My first piece of news here is Savvy Finance. This goes on for around about 15 minutes. It's the hidden truth about why BlackRock wanted a Bitcoin ETF. Great one there. Have a look at that. I thought that was very intuitive. I like that one. My next piece of news here is Altcoin Daily. This goes on for 54 minutes. This is the biggest Bitcoin bull run in history has begun. And this is in crypto investing with expert Mark Yusko. Very interesting again. I found that very informative. They put out great daily content as per the name, Altcoin Daily. Definitely watch them, subscribe to them. My third video here today is, this is from Lark Davis. This is a new one for me. I've just subscribed to this, so, have a look, see what you think of them. It goes on for around about 49 minutes. They say, Bitcoin, oh shit, that's massive news. They detail some news, some changes, things that are happening, that may be pushing the price up and down. I kind of like what they're doing. I kind of like what they're saying. They've got 500,000 subscribers. So I'm going to keep an eye on that over the next few weeks to see if they give me valued content. And my final video-based piece of news here today is just from a standard TV station. It's CNBC News. It only goes on for 6 minutes, and they talk about Bitcoin, and someone says it could get as high as $150,000 this year, and that's from Fundstrat's Tom Lee, a person who should know what he's talking about. So that's pretty much it for the video-based news and everything else. I hope you like what we're doing. Leave us any comments, any suggestions down below. Click that like button, click that subscribe button. Take care out there. Do your research. As I said, check out the links below. Check out my CryptoViewing kind of magazine as well. The link for that's at the top there. It's got thousands and thousands of pieces of information that I've stored over the last few years on all this. Have a great week out there. Be safe. Namaste, and we'll see you next time.